Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom just confirmed their breakup, so why were they cuddling on a yacht in Italy with Jeff Bezos? Fans are stunned after the couple's supposedly final split turned into a Mediterranean getaway, complete with family strolls and gelato. From skipping Bezos' wedding to sailing with him days later, Katy and Orlando's every move is raising questions. So what's really going on here? Is this co-parenting or a full-on reconciliation? Quick question. Do you think exes can ever truly stay just friends, especially when kids are involved? Or does that always leave the door open for something more? Drop your take in the comments and let's see who's been there. Here's what's throwing everyone off. Katy Perry just skipped Jeff Bezos and Sánchez's wedding, a huge event where Orlando Bloom showed up solo. The media painted it as a sign of distance, proof that the couple had truly gone their separate ways. But just days later, paparazzi shots surfaced of the two together, not just civilly coexisting, but lounging on Bezos' yacht, playing with their daughter, and even strolling around Capri, looking extremely at ease. It's not just suspicious, it's emotional whiplash. The takeaway? When it comes to celebrity splits, don't expect reality to follow the press release. One moment that had fans absolutely melting, and also wildly speculating, was a sweet, candid scene where Orlando lifted 4-year-old Daisy into the air and kissed her on the cheek, while Katy stood close by, watching with a smile. For a couple supposedly broken up, the body language said something else entirely. There wasn't a trace of awkwardness or emotional distance between them. That image went viral, not because of the cuteness, but because of the contradiction. Publicly, they're exes, but visually, they're a unit. Co-parenting or rekindling. In Hollywood, sometimes it's both. Let's not forget, the way Katy and Orlando announced their breakup was shockingly calm. No drama, no shade, just a polished joint statement about love, stability, and mutual respect. In the world of celeb breakups, that's almost unheard of. There was no villain, no scandal, just a vibe of mutual understanding. And now, that same energy seems to be carrying over into their post-breakup behavior. Their vibe hasn't shifted. They're not avoiding each other. They're embracing, literally. Sometimes the softest breakups leave the most lingering feeling. The real question, was this ever a breakup or just a strategic pause? Long before the yacht photos surfaced, fans were already picking up on the vibes. From subtle Instagram likes to shared playlists and cryptic comments in interviews, the internet sleuths were busy. One user even pointed out that Katy and Orlando were still tagging each other in stories, not something most exes do post-breakup. It's like they never really let go, just shifted into a more private mode. And when the yacht reunion dropped, fans weren't shocked, they were vindicated. Turns out, sometimes fans know the truth before the tabloids do. Katy Perry stepped out in Capri with zero signs of post-breakup gloom. She rocked a black bikini with an open white shirt and relaxed blue shorts. No oversized sunglasses hiding tears, no moody oversized hoodies. Her look screamed confident, composed, and completely unbothered. Even more telling, she matched Orlando's vibe perfectly. He wore black trunks and a chill attitude to go with them. They didn't look like exes. They looked like a couple on vacation. Style can speak volumes when silence dominates the headlines. And Katy's outfit said, "This story isn't over yet." Just days earlier, Orlando Bloom showed up solo to the wedding of Jeff Bezos and Sánchez. No Katy, no Daisy, and no signs of distress either. He was photographed laughing, sipping champagne, and casually blending in with Hollywood's elite. At the time, fans thought it was a breakup confirmation, but in hindsight, it might have just been logistics, or even a distraction, because right after that solo appearance, he was back with Katy on Bezos' own yacht. That's not just a twist, that's a strategy. Sometimes a solo red carpet walk is just part of the PR playbook. After the yacht hangout, Katy, Orlando, and Daisy didn't just vanish back into hiding. They were spotted out in Capri, grabbing ice cream, strolling through cobbled streets, and chatting casually. Well, a family. No handlers in sight, no bodyguards swarming around. Just the three of them, acting like this was a normal Saturday afternoon. And fans couldn't look away. Was this a carefully curated appearance, or just them being real? Either way, it didn't look staged. It looked warm. Sometimes authenticity is the best PR, and the hardest to fake. Here's what's even more bizarre. This reunion didn't happen in private. It happened on Jeff Bezos' yacht, the same Bezos whose wedding Katy skipped. The same Bezos Orlando attended solo. So now people are wondering, was this entire sequence planned? Did Bezos and Sánchez play accidental matchmakers? Or are they simply offering neutral luxury space for emotional limbo? Because one thing's clear, the boat wasn't just floating, it was witnessing a reunion in motion. Sometimes it takes a billionaire yacht to bring two hearts back together. If you're still watching, and honestly, how could you not be? Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss miss the real story behind the headlines. Katy skipping Jeff Bezos' star-studded wedding raised a lot of eyebrows. Was she snubbing the couple? Avoiding Orlando? Dealing with the emotional fallout of the split? All valid theories, until she popped up on their yacht days later, looking cool, collected, and very much part of the inner circle. So what gives? Maybe she skipped the wedding for privacy, or maybe the reunion was already in motion behind the scenes. What looked like distance might have been prep work. In Hollywood, the real drama happens off camera, then leaks back in just when we least expect it. Let's talk optics. A breakup announcement, followed by solo red carpet moments, then a surprise yacht reunion. It's giving him narrative arc. Some fans and insiders are beginning to wonder, was this split ever as final as it seemed? Or was it a calculated moment to cool off public scrutiny while quietly repairing things behind the scenes? Because if you're going to reconcile, why not do it surrounded by billionaires and warm Mediterranean waters? Breakups sell headlines, but reconciliations? They rewrite the story. In celebrity land, privacy is rare, but public curiosity is priceless. Let's not forget, this couple's no stranger to breaking up and bouncing back. Katy and Orlando previously split in 2017, only to rekindle their relationship stronger than before. They didn't just reunite, they got engaged, had a daughter, and built a family life out of that second chance. This pattern? It's familiar. Some relationships don't run in straight lines. They loop, evolve, breathe, and for them, distance has always seemed to reset the bond, not end it. Breakups don't always break people. Sometimes they bond them deeper. Here's the heart of it all. Daisy. Their 4-year-old daughter has been the anchor in their evolving relationship. Sources say that co-parenting her has brought them closer emotionally. She's not just a shared responsibility, she's their shared heartbeat. And when you see photos of them holding her hand, laughing together, and stealing glances at each other as she giggles, it becomes clear. Their bond might be bigger than romance. Sometimes love transforms into something deeper when a child enters the story, because at the end of the day, they're still family, even if the label shifts. Insiders close to the couple have been cautiously optimistic. According to one source, they've never stopped loving each other, they're just taking time to figure out what that looks like now. That alone speaks volumes. There's no talk of new partners, no rush to distance, just quiet proximity and a shared priority. Daisy. These aren't the kind of leaks that come from a total breakup. They sound more like the whispers of a couple, still emotionally entangled. When no one's rushing to move on, that says everything. Love doesn't always need a label, but it rarely fades without a fight. The internet is split. Some fans are thrilled, calling it a romantic full circle moment. Others feel confused, even a little betrayed, wondering if the breakup announcement was just a stunt to dodge bad press or distract from career pauses. A few are even angry, saying they felt emotionally toyed with. After all, parasocial relationships are real. When stars share their love stories publicly, fans get invested deeply. And when those stories flip suddenly, it doesn't feel like news. It feels personal. Fans don't just follow celebs, they feel with them. And confusion? That's part of the cost of connection. There's a growing trend in celebrity culture and even regular life towards soft, strategic breakups. Couples don't always go no contact. Instead, they slide into something in between, co-parenting, collaborating, or just staying in touch. It's less about burning bridges, more about keeping the door open. Katy and Orlando's dynamic is a perfect example. They didn't explode, they eased apart and maybe back together. Breakups now come with chapters, not periods. In 2020, endings are rarely final. They're just transitions dressed in carefully chosen words. So, are Katy and Orlando a couple again? As of now, there's no official confirmation, no cryptic captions, no red carpet hand-holding, and no new engagement ring. But based on the body language, the travel coordination, and that unmistakable sense of ease between them, it's hard to believe this is just friendly co-parenting. Sources say they're figuring things out, but when figuring it out involves a luxury yacht and matching sunglasses, fans are reading between every line. Sometimes actions whisper what press statements won't say out loud. And right now, those actions are screaming reconciliation. Let's zoom out. Both Katy and Orlando are at major turning points. Katy wrapped up her Las Vegas residency and is reportedly delaying her next album. Orlando's balancing multiple filming projects, but both made time for this getaway, for this moment together. That's a choice. In a business where time is money, spending it like this says everything. Careers might be paused, but personal priorities, they're loud and clear. Sometimes love doesn't just survive fame, it outweighs it. At its core, this isn't just a story about yacht vacations and celebrity sightings, it's about the messy, winding nature of love. Katy and Orlando remind us that not all breakups are permanent, that love can take breaks, stumble, evolve, and return with new meaning. Maybe the real takeaway isn't whether they're back together, but how they never really let go. Because in a world addicted to clean answers, their story reminds us love is rarely simple, but sometimes it's worth the chaos. So what do you think? Are Katy and Orlando rewriting their love story, or just coasting on familiar waves? Either way, their reunion has us all rethinking what it means to end and what it means to start again. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment like this. Because when it comes to love in the spotlight, nothing is ever just what it seems. This video is for entertainment purposes only, not professional advice. Consult a qualified expert as needed.